Wisdom and decision. In a prosperous kingdom, King Solomon was known for his unmatched wisdom. One day, two women appeared in his court, each holding a baby in her arms. Both claimed to be the mother of the child, and the tension in the air was palpable. Before continuing, please like and subscribe to the channel to allow YouTube to notify you of more videos, which will help the channel grow. The women argued fervently, each trying to convince Solomon that the child was hers. After hearing both sides, the king, with his astute mind, decided on an unusual approach. He asked for a sword and announced, "Divide the child in half, and each will receive a half." Panic filled the room. The true mother, horrified, immediately cried out, "No! Give the child to her! Do not harm him!" The other woman, more concerned with possession, agreed to the division. Solomon smiled, recognizing the true mother. He ordered that the child be given to the first woman, saying, "She is the mother, for her love is stronger than her desire to have the child." The court fell silent, admiring the king's wisdom. The true mother, in tears of relief, thanked Solomon, while the other woman walked away ashamed. The story spread throughout the kingdom, and people learned that true wisdom is not just knowing the truth, but also understanding the hearts of people. Solomon, with his fair judgment, became a symbol of compassion and discernment. After the judgment of the mother, Solomon's fame spread even further. People from all corners of the kingdom came seeking his wisdom, bringing dilemmas and conflicts for the king to resolve. He always listened attentively, weighing the words and feelings of each. One day, a wealthy merchant entered the court, complaining about a partner who had deceived him. Solomon asked both to present themselves. The merchant, filled with anger, demanded justice, while the partner, fearful, pleaded for mercy. Once again, Solomon asked for a sword. He declared, "Divide the goods in half, and each will receive their share." The merchant, in shock, exclaimed, "No, give everything to him, just don't do that." The partner, relieved, agreed to the division. Solomon then ruled, "The true owner of the goods is the one who preferred to lose everything rather than see the other suffer." This wisdom united the kingdom and taught the people about true justice and compassion. They began to value not only what they had, but also the goodness in their hearts. As time passed, Solomon decided to build a temple dedicated to God, a place that would symbolize the unity of the people and the pursuit of wisdom. He gathered the best architects and craftsmen, and the construction became a grand project, reflecting not only beauty, but also spirituality. As the temple was being built, Solomon made sure that each brick was laid with love and intention. He often said, "A temple is not just a building, it is the heart of our people." Upon completing the work, Solomon held a grand ceremony. The people gathered, celebrating the construction that symbolized not only faith, but also the wisdom that permeated his kingdom. In his speech, Solomon recalled the lessons learned from each judgment and urged the people to always seek understanding and compassion in their lives. The temple became a place of worship, reflection, and unity. Solomon ruled with justice and love, and his legacy of wisdom endured for generations, inspiring not only his people, but also those who would hear his story. As the years passed, Solomon's kingdom prospered, but the king's wisdom also sparked envy in other kingdoms. A neighboring monarch, known for his ambition, decided he needed to overthrow Solomon and his legacy. He sent spies to undermine the people's trust and spread rumors about the king's justice. Meanwhile, Solomon continued to listen to his people, always attentive to their problems and conflicts. One day, a delegation of villagers came to him, concerned about the scarcity of water. They asked for help, and Solomon, with compassion, organized the construction of an irrigation system to ensure everyone had access to water. However, the rumors intensified. The envious monarch, hearing of Solomon's generosity, decided to spread a lie, claiming the king was using the people's resources to enrich himself at their expense. This began to create distrust among the citizens. One day, an angry crowd gathered outside the palace, demanding that Solomon explain himself. Aware of the tension in the air, he asked for calm. In a serene voice, he said, "Before you judge, let us reflect on our actions. What I do out of love for you." To demonstrate his transparency, Solomon invited the people into the palace to see the records of his actions. He explained each project and investment, revealing how every penny was dedicated to the well-being of the community. Gradually, the truth emerged. The people realized that Solomon's wisdom and justice were genuine. However, the envious monarch did not give up and hatched a more sinister plan: to instigate a war between the kingdoms. When war seemed imminent, Solomon, instead of panicking, called a meeting with the leaders of his kingdom. He spoke about the importance of unity and dialogue, proposing a meeting with the rival king. His courage and determination impressed everyone. The meeting was scheduled in a neutral location. Solomon, with his diplomacy, presented a peace pact, emphasizing that wisdom prevails over war. After long discussions, the two kings reached an agreement that benefited both kingdoms, promoting trade and cooperation. When the people learned of the successful negotiation, their trust in Solomon grew even stronger. The envious monarch, defeated and ashamed, retreated, and his influence waned.